cannot look away. About to crash into my face. Just another day on the shelf. Pull me from my silhouette. Years have been estranged. Now a broken shell remains. I cannot embrace what I regret. Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we now join the Shogun from the Order of Samurai franchise and the Radon Royals from the Noble Gases franchise. And we have ourselves a new HUD. Game audio should be coming back in just a few seconds. I like this new HUD. It's got all the player profile pictures on it. I like it. There we go, in-game audio. Yeah, the seamless audio. So we're good. Audio. So he's gonna be 2-on-1. I say that, scratch that. Kills one after another. An ugly round, but Superman and Landon finish the job, get the plant, and the first round on the board.
A little bit of a around the world there. They went through apps, underpass, through different places. Finally ending up on the A bomb site. Pistol round can always be a little bit interesting. You can always do things there that you couldn't normally. The complete lack of helmets is always a little bit of a dangerous element to the pistol round.
Yeah, that's one thing a lot of me and my stacks will do. We typically on pistol round on T side on Mirage, we hit heavy underpass. We'll do 3 underpass and then 1 A main and 1 palace. I'll just rush the fuck out of him from Con. Scooby-Doo holding all the way over by jungle entrance. That's an interesting hold for pistol. As we see the T's take even more and more mid-control towards Con. They will slowly insert away. Scooby-Doo gonna have to get the initial call out, and he will. And smartest Superman may be waiting. Nope. Go ahead and aggressively take this site. Smokes go out towards Ticket. Wolves gonna be the first one to fall. There goes West as well. Trades back and forth. Nelv with 1 kill. Really ugly. Ticket, they just had to go for this. Scooby-Doo with just an upgraded pistol, trying to get an exit frag. Nelv gets quickly taken care of with Catalyst. They're not going to find their way to Scooby-Doo's pistol. Instead, Wisp will get some quick MAC-10 farming money. That's going to be another good, solid round for the Shogun team on the board.
Pretty good start for Shogun, getting 2 rounds on the T side. Nothing too exciting in the sense that, at this point in the round, or rather in the match, either side can do a lot right now. This is going to be the first real chance for the Radon Royals, being it's their first gun round, so we'll see what they got. I like that Shogun seems to be setting up very quickly for an execute, though. They're not wasting any time.
Yeah, they're definitely not ones to mess about. Wisp going to go ahead and probably might entry this with his Mac. Smokes and Util fly in, and Scooby-Doo and gang will quickly rotate through Gone by mid. Wisp opting to push sandwich, getting the opening kill, or at least trying to. Scooby-Doo with 1 scratch that make it 2 with Scott and Catalyst with the trades. Superman maybe thinking there was going to be a delayed push towards Bravo's site. Gets 1 onto Nelv though, and that makes this a 2-on-3. Scott squished down more than anybody else. West tries to get tricky with jumping up towards the staircase. Gets absolutely demolished by Scott. Scott, my lord. Absolutely on fire. A 3K for him on the round.
Shogun coming in there with no Palace player meant that it was very difficult for them to clear the position right outside Palace by that ladder. But they did end up winning the round anyway, in spite of it all. The execute was successful. Obviously, Mirage is one of those classic sites where you throw a whole bunch of smokes down and you have to basically seal off the entire site, and it worked out for them this time.
Yeah, Mirage is just one of those done to death maps where you just line up a bunch of sweaty exec util and just pray to God that everything sticks. How the CT side response is going to be pistols for them. Upgraded pistols with the exception of Nell. Scooby-Doo, though, with a nice 1D. Smart Superman there to trade, though. Superman, scratch that, making a double for him, and Wisp gets one on the Comrade Sniper as well.
Oh no, missed Molly.
Let's say the Molly's no good, but the frag will be. Actually, it's not. No damage taken.
Oh,
And Lil Zimmy, another 1D, this time on the Superman. These D's are doing a little bit of wonders. He could collect the rifle, he's ballsy enough to. He's going to poke towards mid, though. We're going to collect that AK, big dog. Catalyst on the west this time is off to Zimmy. Some sprays go down through Khan. That is Wisp, holding it for the short time, falling back towards the top of mid. Bomb will go down thanks to Catalyst plant. And Radon Royals have to be scratching their heads, wondering what comes next. Zimmy with the AK gonna try to save this. Probably hold his own towards T-spawn, maybe towards Palace, if anything else. Maybe take a tactical time after this. Debate amongst yourselves, because everything you've been trying to throw at the wall has not been sticking.
and this will be your second rifle round if you're right on Royals going into this one. Shogun, for their part, have been doing a fantastic, high-octane, aggressive run. Go in there, kill as many people as you can, and just get the bomb down. It's not been like the cleanest in the sense that they take losses going in, but it doesn't matter. All that really matters are the round wins, and they're getting them.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, even Catalyst dying to the bomb at the end of this last round, kind of goofy, but it doesn't matter. They're 4-0 on the board. He has plenty of money to spare for a full buyout. Doesn't really matter. They're going to go ahead and Superman's going to go ahead and get the op as well. Crack it open for the first time in the round, first time in the game. Nelv will an op as well, so we might see some op on op action. Something good. Post up with the AK towards A main. Might be missed. Some classic A main util going to ring out, but West will be the first one to fall thanks to Wisp's AK with a nice headshot. Wisp is heavily tagged though. And Scott finishes off Scooby-Doo as well. This CT side of Radon Royals has not been efficient at all. They poke towards mid, they get absolutely demolished. They try to hold default sites, they lose the post plant. It's been rough. Now Catalyst and gang opting to push towards B site this time. Comrade Sniper spots him out, might calm the rest of his team. Molly's going out towards White Fan. Comrade Sniper with a little TK assist gets a double, but Superman on the trade, and the rest of the seasons will flow on in. Nell stuck in a rock and a hard place, tries to go for a slow peek outside of market windows, gets nothing. Superman takes him out with his off. Zimmy trying to make wonders with the scavenged AK. 2-on-1 retake. Make it a 2-on-0. Scott takes him out with a headshot, and that's going to be 5-0 in favor of Shogun on the board.
I mean,
Such a rough
Shogun's running
start.
away with it. Yeah, they're clearly running away with it, but the problem is that the rounds are closer than you would think just from the scoreline. Radon Royals need to get the edge in some of these rounds and actually close them out. At least that one. That one was completely doable with Lil Zimmy. He had one of the players down really low. If he had gotten that last kill instead of getting taken out, I think the odds favored him in that clutch.
Definitely a possibility. As you see grenades fly right across Superman's face. Just holding mid, waiting for that one little inch towards Khan. See if Nell pushes it. He's got backup though, a lot of it. That's his middle soft spot. We'll drop the bomb. Get aggro with it. Landon taking down Zimmy very quickly for the opening frag. He's got a CT stuck at the very back end. That's going to be Scooby-Doo. Right underneath a drop from the ladder room. Really in a really awkward position. Got Nelv as well. Just waiting for them to push through Khan. But Superman going to poke towards B side this time. Catalyst takes down Comrade Sniper. And Scooby-Doo with a nice double onto Landon and Wisp both. Make it a triple onto Catalyst. His patience is rewarded as he waits ever so much more. Still in winter. Superman with a no-scope on a Scooby-Doo and Scott onto Nelv. This makes it a West 1v2 clutch potential with a 5-7 snapping turtle just gonna spam it out like a motherfucker. Takes down Superman to half health though. He's got a lot to work for. Superman holding the op. West collects the AK. Scott holding the secondary. Oh, but the snap is good. He's gonna get spotted out immediately, and Superman's just gonna hide and con. Make him work for it. Oh, the quick shot misses, and West is able to go for the spray down. West, my dude, the double clutch. Scooby-Doo, a triple of his own on the round, and the... Oh, my lord. And the Royals finally come on the board. A breath of fresh air for the CTC.
That roller coaster of a round, though, it went back and forth. You had Scooby-Doo getting all those kills there, and it looks like he's got the round secured. And then you had 2 kills. One of them, I think, was from Scott, and the other one was Smart as Superman. They both chime in at the same time practically and get 2 kills of their own. You think, okay, now it's in Shogun's favor, but no, Radon Royals, and it was so wild at the end there. If both teams could just sort of dial in the intel a little bit more and make these rounds a little less close, they really could run away with it.
Once again, another aggressive push by this T side of Shogun over towards the A side. Once again, the classic util and an immediate body of the site. Superman, though, takes down West with a refrag as West took down Landon just a few seconds ago. It's going to be a 2-on-3, essentially 2-on-2.5. And Scott is right there by ticket, just waiting. With a jumping headshot, absolutely demolishes Comrade Sniper and any chance of a retake. Superman with a triple in the round.
Rough.
And like you were saying earlier, the round previous to this one, Scooby-Doo was stuck over, like, right at the drop-down portion of ladder room towards the window. He was there, like, the majority of the round, and they knew he was there, which is funny enough. They hit him with a nade. Or I should say, they gushed him with a nade, and they were just waiting for him. And I guess they thought he walked through the window smoke out towards jungle, and he was able to just swing out and catch at least two or three. He got 3 of them.
Shogun's doing a fantastic job, though, showing us how to, how to get the rounds.
It is funny. Shogun have only played at Mirage once. The entirety of the season, and they lost, albeit it was very close. And Radon Royals have not played a single game at Mirage the entirety of the season. So they're going in kind of blind. I say blind, but you know, this map is done to death. And you had words from Comrade Sniper earlier.
Yeah, Comrade, right before the match started, let me know. He said, this has been my permaban for like 3 years now. So I don't know to what extent. I mean, obviously the team hasn't played Mirage, but I mean, I can't imagine Comrade not playing Mirage at all. Obviously, like you said, everyone's played it. But, to not want to play it at this level and then to be playing it in the last season match, that's a pretty wild pick right there.
Yeah. It's definitely, I mean, sure you can play it, but it's been done to death. It's just your average face it pug, to be honest. You're just kind of going through the motions.
That's why I make sure I ban Mirage and I play face it if I don't want it.
Yeah, let's say Mirage is like an instant ban because it's just so sweaty. I don't mind playing it on face it, or I should say on Premiere, because I don't really care. But whenever it comes to face it, bro, like, I refuse to play Mirage. It's so ass. And Dust too, really. Radon Royals with a 3rd strike on the board, slowly clawing their way back to a potential evened half. Been looking a little bit stronger towards the end of this portion of the series. Still 3 rounds to go, though. See if they can keep it up. Scooby-Doo has been quite the player for this team so far. The highest fragger of the game, 11-8. And Superman for the Shogun is 11-5. But this T side, a little bit worse for wear. Pistols around. Scooby-Doo catches at least one off guard. That was Superman. Catalyst with the quick trade, though, with the double as well, I should say, onto Zimmy. And Nelv trying to make something with the op as well. Bomb will go down, though. That's not what you really want to see whenever T-side is playing with straight-up pistols. Comrade Sniper will finish it out with a double of his own. And the defuse. Just toying with him at this point. Defuse finally coming in. That'll make it a 4-6 game. Coming towards the end of this first half. Still 2 more rounds to play.
You got to get those guns, right? You know, Counter-Strike's sometimes it fits genres we didn't really expect. You know, the jump scares are real in Counter-Strike. It's not a horror game, but you do get the jump scares. And then in this case, it's a scavenging game. You have to run around and fill your inventory with stuff that you find. It's
a looter shooter. That's me, bro. At the end of the round, whenever everybody's just getting for the defuse, I'm like, where can I scrounge up some free util? Because I'm a util player at heart.
You get the kit, you get the utility, find the guns, start
free
throwing
smokes,
guns at teammates.
Let me get one of those T-side mollies, because the CT mollies are freaking worthless. Nelv cracking open with the op once again. Whenever we're stuck on just pistols, and we are back live in the game. Now, will the op? It looks like AKs across the board for the Shogun T side,
and they are going apps.
Let's say, speaking into existence, brethren. This time a slow play. Comrade Sniper going to go ahead and go for the jump spot towards White Van. He's going to calm them out. Oh, he saw one. The nade will come in, and Catalyst will absolutely eat it. Scott gets one, but West with a quick trade. Scratch that, make it a double. Landed on the refrag, though. They're cracking open this site very quickly. Nelv spots him out with an op. A swing and a miss. The second swing is good, though. But Superman with the quick trade. Bomb gets planted. Scooby-Doo and Zimmy. Quick rotates, though. Zimmy already in market, poking through window, and Scooby over in apps. A good spray down towards Superman, but Landon with the first kill. Fancy jumping. No good. Scooby with the double kill, but falls to the molly. Oh my goodness, an absolute blunder of a round. And that gives the Shogun their 7th point. Oh my lord.
That spray down was so good, and that Molotov was the last resort right there. They needed whoever threw that one. That was how they have no idea what a lifeline that was when they threw it.
Pretty sure that was Superman, because I think he was the one that was holding towards back of bench, the post plant. My God, that is just That's a tough pill to swallow right there. And you see another. They're getting back to their usual ways, absolutely botting this A site with grenades and personnel alike. The spams once again coming through the con. Nell, the quick snipe onto a Wisp through the smoke with the op. But Landon with the refrag and a comrade. Bomb is down. The CTs have a lot to go for in the work. Scooby-Doo though, nice kill on the Catalyst, a blinking headshot. But Superman with a quick trade. Nelvin Landon trades again as well, and it's a 1-on-2. Landon has a very little HP, doesn't matter. The quick swing is good for him. Takes down Nelv to end this half 4-8.
I'd be happy with this. Absolutely. I mean, think about it. If you're Shogun, you got 8-4 here on a map that you don't have a great history on. I'd be thrilled. I'd be looking at this and saying this is a good, solid start. And then I'd be really concerned about just getting the pistol round. And if you get the pistol round, it should be smooth sailing.
Oh yeah, pistol round is just going to install so much even more confidence coming into the second half. And even if you like lose it, like you're up by at least like 4 to 3 rounds even after. Even if you lose pistol, you still have pistol +1 to work off of. You can force up with MP9s and play just as aggressively as you were on your T side, to be honest. I'd be surprised if they wouldn't be. Looks like a quad stack towards B side. Scratch that. A triple stack. Catalyst going towards mid. And Zimmy and company going to go ahead and go for a late push towards A. Just Landon holding it on his own for the time being. The util will come through, and the rest of the CTs will rotate as well. Comrade Sniper and company taking a play out of the Shogun's book. And Comrade pushing all the way through window room. Takes one CT out and is able to swing all the way from mid to take down Superman as well. Wisp taking down Scooby-Doo and West, and Scott coming in from Ticket. It's all up to Nelf now on a 1v1. Scott will pick up the kit. Plenty of time to work with, about 10 seconds. Pros don't fake, and neither does Scott. He will hold the ninja and, in fact, get it. Not the kill off time, though. That makes just that's even more salt in the wound. 9-4 off of the ninja defuse on the pistol round. Oh god damn.
Pistol rounds can be incredibly volatile, and that's the whole match between these two teams. Very volatile, very back and forth. It looked really like Radon Royals had that round. They did an amazing push onto the site. I really liked Comrade's flank all the way through the A bomb site, around through mid, back through connector. And then it just takes one player to mess up everything that you've got and to take it away from you.
There's one player indeed. I was about to say, they had like an incredibly... It wasn't just a fast play, it was a fast and smart play. As trades go back and forth, just Wisp and Landon, the lone CTs. Zimmy takes down Landon, and it's all up to Wisp. He's going to go ahead and save the FAMAS that he has. They've got plenty of rounds to work with anyway. Rose will get the plant and the round. Wisp might get an exit if they decide to hunt, considering Zimmy and Scooby-Doo are both pretty badly squished. But I might just opt to play it safe and hold the rifles. Wisp 5-11 on the game. Not a hot round, or I should say not a hot game for him. Looking to pick it up in the second half. Definitely needs to activate. But as your residential bottom fragger, you know. Oh no, and Nelv gets a kill after bomb time. That, oh Lord have mercy, that's tilting. That is tilting. Still up by 4 though.
Yeah, it's a pathway for Radon Royals now to get back into it. It's not, I mean, obviously, you know how it is. It's not the best path, but it's, you know, it's the best you can get right here, and it's a decent one. They can do it, especially all these players. You know they can pull out a good half.
Yeah, and as volatile as CT economy is, you've already got them stuck on upgraded pistols and MP9s. And Radon Royals opting to stick with what scavenged weapons they have from the previous round as well. 2 FAMASas, 2 Galils, and 1 AK.
Imagine.
You got as I say, you got Scooby-Doo pulling them all towards B site, and they're just gonna go straight for A. The fake out is great. He does get one, but Wisp on the refrag. Bomb will go down. Comrade Sniper with the plant. And Zimmy quickly taking the fight towards the CT. Superman, though, on the trade, takes down Comrade Sniper with the MP9. They're already on the site. A 3-on-3 retake. Zimmy tries to make something out of it. Gets nothing. Null with 1 trade, but landed with a quick double refrag. West, though, holding his own. Forcing him to buy for time, and Radon Royal is stuck with a 10-second plant. Can't even go for the defuse anymore. Time is up. That gives us another round for the Radon Royals. 9-6, slowly clawing their way back.
I don't even think they would disagree that that round was sloppy as anything. I think they would recognize that there were some critical mistakes made. Thankfully for them, though, their opponents only had the pistols, the upgraded pistols, like you were saying, so they were able to pull it off. But to get down to a 1v1 like that, it's the only thing I can say is it's a good thing they're on the T side for this half because the economy still favors them.
Yeah, it was. I hate saying it, but it was really like an ugly round. A really ugly pose, man. Getting forced into a 1v1, playing ring around the roses. Maybe a quick CT aggression towards mid, with the exception of Landers chilling over at A site. Gets one onto Little Zimmy. Might this make this as expensive as possible and just, if nothing else, get a save for the AK. But this T side isn't playing any games. They're not hunting quite yet. They're just waiting for Scrooby to plant the bomb, and then they might opt for the hunt. They don't know how lit Landon is either. As a 3-on-1, so they don't want to go losing the 1v1s as well. Yeah, they're just going to hold the site for the time being. Play it smart. Bring themselves up 9-7 towards the end of this round. And Landon just might make this out with a free AK to his name. It's going to be kind of close. He's got 16 HP and he's really close to that bomb site. You have to run away a little bit.
What do you think of that AK Comrade's inspecting there?
The Nightwish? It's okay. It's not bad.
A little wild, isn't it?
You just can't. Oh. Comrade Sniper finishes Landon off. No saved AK for you, young man. It's an okay skin. I'm an old head though, bruh. I have a blue lamb with LDLC stickers on it, and that's pretty much what I stick with. Either that or a slate. I got a couple of slates.
I actually do have a slate.
Is it Stat Track? That's a real question.
No, not Stat Track. And it's clean, no stickers.
It's not bad. I like the slate because it's really good for sticker craft. That's pretty much it. I've got one with my gamer tag on it, and then one with a bunch of London conspiracy stickers on it. Asuka Bliat Rush B is halfway denied. Wisp with one, Scott with one as well. Scooby-Doo taking Wisp though over by Van, and they will crack open this Bravo site. Although Catalyst making them work for it. Scooby-Doo, the lone T left, and the CTs only lose one man on the round.
I was really expecting better success from Radon Royals on that. It looked like they had the site, but they weren't securing the kills on their way out. It was just very unfortunate. I think they've got the right ideas. I just think the execution is just not where they want it to be. And, you know, we mentioned before, Comrade said that this was his permaban for like 3 years. The team hasn't played the map. And I wonder how much of that is really coming into play here, where they're struggling to get the timings right.
Yeah, I mean, permaban for good reason. Definitely need to talk to the team about after this. Like, guys, what the hell are we doing over here? This is ass.
And maybe that's the whole point, though, is that, you know, going into the playoffs, you need a bigger map pool. And maybe
yeah,
they need to
100%.
test this out.
I mean, Radon Royals have a decent map pool. They've got 2 wins on Inferno, 1 win, 1 loss on Ancient, 1 win, 4 losses on Anubis. So they definitely tried to make Anubis one of their maps, it just didn't work out. But Shogun, they have probably one of the widest map pools I've seen out of any CSC player. And as Wes swings out into smart swinging, that is absolutely diabolical. Shogun have played. They're 4-5 on the season. They've played Anubis 4 times and won 4 times. They've played Nuke, Inferno, Ancient, Mirage, and Dust 2 once each prior to this map. And they've lost. 0 for 1 on 5 separate maps. So, man, I mean, props to them for at least trying to expand their map pool, but they seem to be an Anubis team. That's gonna be everybody else's first pick Banzo coming up against them in the playoffs.
Absolutely. That's what, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo punishes Catalyst swing, and it's all up to Landon on 1v3. He's gonna go ahead and fall back with his tail tucked between his legs, try to save what he can, just an AK. Looks like Comrade Sniper might go on the hunt for him, pushing towards the CT spawn. First, Comrade Sniper is indeed the man with a plan. Gets the final kill, bomb goes off, and Shogun make it a little bit. They're gonna buy into this. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, MP9. Scott with the MP9. Some util, Catalyst with the lone M4. Okay, refunds it. Yeah, this is gonna be pistols. And Scott with a hero MP9.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the economy completely. It's 10-8. I know you don't want to give it up to 10-9, but you're still winning. So maybe go 10-9 and then have a proper buy, have a plan, and go from there.
Oh, Superman had a right idea with a nice little house push, but falls into Null's hands. And Comrade Sniper once again pushing towards his con. We've seen the Shogun team just let the smoke pop over by Stairway to Con, and they'll just absolutely spam the shit out of it through the smoke. And they'll usually tag Comrade Sniper, and they did tag him this one time, and Katos finished him off with a nice D shot. And it's still almost evened up. It's still a 4-on-4. Albeit still pistols, except Scott's 59. He's making it work though. He's taking down Nell. Scooby doing the trade though. Still got 2 CTs over by Con. Laying the smoke. Scooby and West finish him off though. A triple for Scooby-Doo on the round. West with 1 and Nell with 1. And that's going to bring them with a 1-score game.
Can we just point out that Scooby-Doo is 28-14 right now? The guy is, I mean, I don't want to say he's single-handedly bringing his team to victory, but let's say that's a pretty close assessment. He's doing the majority of the killing on his team, and they're 1 round away from tying it. And that round was critical that he was getting those kills for round win number 9.
His average rating on the season is 1.23. Bro's an absolute menace. He leads Premier in kills, impact rating, ADR, cast, and util throw. So Bro's an absolute menace on all sides of the field. I would continue to list off his accolades, but we'd be here all night. He's first overall in Premier as well, so if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what will. Catalyst and Zimmy trade one for another out. Land with 1 on the west as well. Bomb will go down. There's going to be a 2-on-3 potential retake. Scott already in market. And then you have Landon coming up towards Cat. The nade just barely chips away at him. Jump through the window for market is good for at least 1, but no good for any more. Scooby-Doo takes down Scott. And that's going to secure the round and make it double digits for Radon Royals as well. 10 apiece. A tie game. Shogun have only won 2 rounds of the entirety of this second half. It's been the T-side show for the majority of this game. Looking kind of rough. And still no tactical timeouts taken by either team, which is kind of surprising.
It is surprising. I think they should take more advantage of the timeouts and figure out what they can do to change things. Shogun really had their best rounds on T side when they were able to dictate the pace, and they did things very quickly and fast. It's very hard to do that on the CT side. You can take certain fights, you can push in certain areas, but you can't really dictate the entire round.
Yeah, it looks like the Radon Rollers for the time being are on the driver's seat, and they're lapping them like prime Jeff Gordon. As we see once again, Radon Royals taking a lot of key map control all the way from mid towards lateral, persuading anyone potentially poking from window to back off, and they will collapse onto the side. This upgrade test with the exception of Scott's MD9 once again, as these T's fall left and right. Scooby-Doo and Nelv also die. But once again, another 3-on-2 potential retake. And Scott's looking a little bit more antsy to go for this one. Landon making his way through Apso. If he can get this opening kill from Zimmy, there we go.
That's huge.
That's gonna activate this. Quick swing, quick push. An absolute whiff by Scott on the West. He takes it down with the 8K. And then offers over towards bench. He's going to push him. But West, all the way from behind, is able to swing back. Saves the rifle as well. The sniper will get tossed back towards, I believe, Zimmy. Scratch that. Nelv will take it.
That could have gone so differently. If that retake had been successful, we'd be looking at a much different economy and a much different possibilities of outcome.
Oh yeah, right now the CTs are backed up against a wall. You've got a double op set up here with both Superman and Scott. It'll be interesting to see how they work with this. Oh, I like that double setup. I was about to say the op swing from Cat absolutely demolishes. And then one from A side as well. Comrade sniper with a blind kill onto Landon though. Doesn't matter. Catalyst with a free frag into Comrade. And West is the last one standing. Doesn't matter. Scott with the op is absolutely cooking. We've got a double for Scott. Damn near team ace with the exception of Wisp. Scott stealing his kill. And that is, dare I say, a breath of life taken by this CT side, making it even once again 11 apiece, but still no tactical timeouts.
I was just thinking that maybe now would have been the right timeout for the Radon Royals. Figure out what they're going to do. They don't have a great buy. Comrade doesn't even have a gun.
Yeah, this is a really wonky buy. He's got lots of util though, straight ready for an exec, and Scooby-Doo pushing very heavily. Man, he almost one-tapped into the smoke. And Wisp trying to hold up one angle on towards Cat. Gets absolutely demolished by Scooby-Doo, but Superman takes West and Scooby-Doo behind. But Zimmy with the refrag, thanks to the dig, takes the CT sniper out of the equation. Scott following the line as well. Knowing the rest of the team is ready, punch down on towards his B site. Zimmy and Comrade one apiece. All up to Scott though. And he's got the op, and he's stuck between a rock and a hard plate, and his rifle barrel sticking out. And Comrade Sniper with a quick 1-2 punch takes him out, grabs an op for them, and makes it match point.
This is what I'm talking about when you say with these teams anything can happen. You really don't know for certain what's going to happen with even crazy buys, bad buys, terrible things, because you've got good players who can actually make bad situations turn out better than you'd ever expect. Radon Royals now 12-11, match point, final game of the season for them. They could close it out right here.
Close it out right here, indeed. Scooby-Doo already with a 30 bomb plus one, as Comrade Sniper drags the op over towards Cat, seeing if any of the CTs got to get aggressive with it. But they're actually going to push through apartments. Looks like both Superman and Wisp but no T there to meet them. All of them are stuck in mid. Landon holding below Palace. As the rest of the Radon Royals decide to push through Con straight towards A side, but this double push through underpass might catch them off guard if they're not quite ready for it. The Executo comes in, but Comrade Sniper is ready for the backstab. Wisp, the first one to fall. But they might not expect two. Oh no. Superman, once again, coming in from Con, though, redirecting their fire, and Cattle's coming in from Ticket with the re-swing, and it's all those Comrade Sniper, an op and a dream. To force this in their favor, he's got a little bit of time to work with. Doesn't want to make a single peep. Cattle's trying to get from the swing out, and he does. Baby, we're going to OT.
We are definitely going to overtime. And this match, it's kind of fitting that we go to overtime because of the back and forth nature. You know, one team has not really been completely dominant at any given time. It's just, it's such a back and forth fiasco here. We're going to have to see. Usually in overtime, experience matters more than anything else. And we'll have to see. Both these teams have been, I think, it really could be anyone's game. There's no way to really predict it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like at this point, it's going to just test your mental abilities just as much as your physical abilities as we come into the first couple of rounds of OT. Because you know how Mirage is. It's a pug map. It's done to death. And we are in a, we're going to take a short pause before OT starts. But yeah, like you're saying, experience matters most, especially in OT. This is where it comes down to the nitty gritty. Like, you can mull about every round beforehand, but at this point, you take it one round at a time. And especially with both teams 4-5 on the season so far. Especially for like side anchors and the oppers. This is where you shine.
Right. Yeah, the op really puts a stress on the economy because you have to buy it, you know, right away on CT. I mean, because everyone's going to be full buying, right? So you're on CT side, you buy an op, and already you're spending a good portion of the money that you get just to play the first round of overtime. And if you don't win, if the terrorists come out with the first round, then you're in big trouble for the next round economically. So
yeah.
you
It's not
really
the end of
as
the
a,
world, but yeah,
yeah,
especially if you lose the first two, man, that's tough.
oh yeah, that third round can be just dreadful.
Once again, a double op setup for the CTs with Scott and Superman. Superman on. The first shot ringing out from his rifle gets no connection, almost on Scooby-Doo though. But Scooby-Doo and Radon Rule classic fashion, maybe pushing towards some heavy mid-control of his own. Comrade Sniper walking the op through abs, but Wisp is going to calm that out very quickly. Going to have to smoke him off as well. Scott does take down West as well. That's going to make this a 5-on-4 for the season. But Scooby-Doo now activates straight from Cat. Taking down the road. And then the rest of his team out through action. Now 1, 2, 3. Smarter Superman with the quick refrag through market window. Oh, quick but not quick enough. Nell with the final kill. That's a quad for him on the round.
I think that must have been some miscommunication on Shogun's part because they had the Radon Royals player coming right up Cat, and the guy on the Shogun player on B site didn't seem to be aware of him until it was way too late. So I wonder if in the consolidation to B site, if Shogun didn't properly communicate or didn't properly understand that they were getting collapsed from all sides.
Yeah, it's interesting to know it was 4 apps, I think 1 Cat. But just that one Cat player, whenever you're pretty much just I don't want to say faking, but putting on the show of like a 5-man rush through apps. That can make all the difference. As we see Scott getting the opening kill over through mid. Scratched out a double through mid with the op. Looking good, making this Radon Royals team really pay. Try to even the score out. West, nice push to the underpass. Scott holding low. He's playing smart. Make it a triple for him. Now Comrade Sniper swings over towards the opposite end. Superman is operating out now. He'll come out the last one, and Superman getting the last kill. Ops absolutely farming these T's. And that even score out 13 each.
Yeah, I think right on Royals T side, their secret has been high octane, fast plays. Hit them hard and fast, don't let them rotate. Meanwhile, Shogun's CT side has been the double op. You know, if you're going to make us play it this way, if we're going to have to hold back and be passive and wait, we're going to make sure we have the firepower and the right gun at the right time to take you out. And it was very risky for them. Smartest Superman had like $200 in the bank. You know, that round, it was really rough. But this is the way it's going to work out. The ops are going to be a major problem for Radon Royal.
Yeah, 100%. Looks like Royals are also going to go for a delayed A push. They're kind of backed up kind of far. Zimmy, the closest one, but even then, he's letting Lane get super close towards. Doesn't matter. Zimmy with the opening headshot. They're gonna go ahead and try to push out any T's over by Palace, but Zimmy gets the second kill as well over on the CT by Ticket. Bomb will go down as well. And now if you're Shogun, you're kind of scratching your head. What the hell is going on? Wisp and Superman will activate by Khan. Catalyst trying to make his presence known over by Ticket. Superman opens kill with the retake over by West. Catalyst on Comrade Sniper as well. It's all gets one, gets two. Oh, boy, that much is a one-on-one, but it doesn't matter. Pros don't fake, and neither does Catalyst, my brother in Christ. Forcing them up 14-13. My God, this Shogun team pulling it back.
Shogun was almost a victim of their own success the previous round with the double op in mid, shutting them down so hard. Right on Royals were like, well, why would we do that again? Let's just take the A-bomb site, which they successfully took. The problem was holding it.
Yeah, it's all fun and games when you're botting the site and then just having your classic execs with util. It's all whenever it comes down to the post plans. That's when it gets really ugly. All about the post plans. And still not a single tactical timeout taken by either team. Almost 30 rounds deep into this game.
I wonder if that indicates that they think that talking won't change anything. They already know what they want to do. They already think they know the mistakes they made. And they think their playbook is big enough to accomplish what they need to.
That's true. Maybe they're coming into this game, especially when it comes to OT, just like, hey, like we're just playing it round by round. There's no need to talk. We're not playing chess here. It's just OT Counter-Strike. Just take it one round at a time. Superman with a quick boost over by the exit of Catwalk towards B site. Comrade trying to calm them out. Landon and West getting kill each. And Comrade Sniper, nice roller from the back of bench. Might get two for play by Get Right, but Superman, an absolutely demolishing shot. But Nelv with the quick trade with an off of his own. It's all up to Scott on a 1v3.
Surely not.
Plenty of time to work with, but they don't know where the hell he's at. Oh, he just... Now he knows he's over in market. He's gonna take out this.
Oh no.
Shot onto Scooby-Doo. Oh, 1v1.
Now he knows.
He's got a double so far. They'll trade out their util. He's got 30 seconds as well. He can kind of play this out. A triple for the kill. That'll bring them up to 15 on the round for the Shogun. Oh my Jesus H. Christ.
That was a massive round by Scott. Absolutely massive. That was all on him. 3 kills in the most unexpected way. I was saying surely not. There's no way you should lose that. 3-on-1. You've got the bomb. You've got the bomb site. All you've got to do is just contain one player. But that one player was Scott, and he was not having any of it.
You know what's crazy? Scott has the highest clutch rate of all players. He's second overall. He's second in kill count. He's highest in triple kills and highest in clutch. If there's someone who needs to clutch up for a team, it's gonna be Scott. You see him push very heavily over that bike on. Pick up the yacht, baby. Show me what you got. Okay, it's off of the AK. This is also playing towards ladder room, so they're waiting for an act. Scooby-Doo with a quick swing and a miss. Landon waiting for him, gets the double onto Comrade Sniper as well as Superman with a snipe on the west. Cindy making Wisp pay, but it doesn't matter. Shogun round this out. 16-13 in their favor. Damn near. That was almost. You almost had 30. You almost had a 30 bomb for 3 players.
Yeah, that was a wild game. I would definitely say both teams could use Mirage in their repertoire going into playoffs. I think that would be fantastic. Obviously, they're going to want to review the demo. They're going to want to look at what they did right, what they did wrong, and tweak things, because you're going to get teams that have played a lot more on Mirage throughout the season, most likely, and have they're going to play a little bit tighter. So that would be really nice.
Yeah, overall, we had Scooby-Doo with 34 kills, 22 deaths, and Superman with 30 kills and 20 deaths. So a 30 bomb on each side. Both teams looking really good. Obviously, I mean, you forced it to OT. Both teams are just going to be phenomenal regardless. Scott with 26 kills of his own, Landon with 25, and then Nell for the Radon Royals 24. So yeah, both teams looked pretty solid. There were some, dare I say, mistakes, on both sides, but some high octane action by both teams as well. Some quick execs, absolute botting of the site with just sheer numbers, and just fun Counter-Strike, just to watch and just to play,
Yeah, we'll have to see what the standings end up with by the time the dust settles. From what I'm looking at now, this may have put the Radon Royals out of the playoffs, actually, or out of the first 4. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
Let's say that makes them 4-6 on this season. Yes, that's tough. Round differential is also the lowest at -15. They're on the bottom of the scoreboard right now, and I think that was technically the last game of the night, if I'm not mistaken. So man, if that let's see, because the playoff line is top 4, so that knocks them out. Man, that's a tough pill to swallow. And you gave it all you had, but in the end, you just couldn't quite make out of it.
Yeah, it seems like it was a risky map pick, but I guess I could understand why they did it. You certainly don't want to play your opponent's best map, but I mean, I don't know. It's always after the fact that you could always look back and say, well, we should have done this and we should have done that, and if it had worked out, you wouldn't be making all those guesses.
No, yeah, hindsight's 2020. You never know what's going to happen until it's already occurred and stuff like that. It was a good game overall. Just Lady Luck was not on their side. But I think that'll do it for us. Always a pleasure casting with you, Bible. Always great to have you in the booth with me. Have any parting words for our fans out there?
No, just next week, I believe the Premier playoffs start. I believe it starts right away. So a week from today at 9 p.m. Eastern.
That's true. We do have more games to play. Let's say I think the Premier was the last teams to play the regular season because they took last Monday off because it was St. Patrick's Day. Got to respect the bar crawlers out there, even though I don't bar crawl. Not anymore. I'm old.
If I'm honest, I was disappointed they weren't playing last week. I was looking forward to it, but we got to see it this week. And yeah, playoffs. I hope to be here also casting next week if that is possible.
Hell yeah. I should be here alongside with you as well. Let's say, especially for playoffs, like that's the most exciting part of the season, in my opinion. especially with one such high octane wrapping up to a conclusion so quickly. Like, I'm excited. But that will be it with us. I am your friendly neighborhood bottom fragger, Smokey, alongside me, Bible Klinger, and our lovely observer for the night, Cameron King. Always glad to have Cameron on board with us as our observer for the night, the GOAT of media. Appreciate everyone coming out, having some fun with us for Counter-Strike. We will see you next time.